I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey kids, what video did you buy?
Three Ninjas Kick Back! Yeah!
I hear it's pretty cool.
And jump!
Well, if you like the Three Ninjas, you're gonna love the new Three Ninjas Knuckle Up.
Yeah!
Colt, Rocky, and Tum Tum are back in an adventure so exciting you'll feel like you're there.
Cool!
Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, rated PG.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, this time for Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. Now, there's another review for Johnny, who requested quite a few films, thanks to his tier on Patreon. If anyone ever interested in any type of videos or reviews or anything, you can join me on my Patreon or send a request directly via my PayPal. The links are down below in the info box. If not, no worries. But if so, thank you. So now we get to Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, which came out in 1995. Now, I explained this in the previous video, but just in case, this will be confusing. I reviewed the first film. I liked it. That was the one I saw when I was a kid. Still like it even today. Then the second film, Three Ninjas Kick Back, step down. I just still enjoy it. It's not fucking Pocket Ninjas, which is an awful movie. If you want to watch my review of it. And I guess this was supposed to be the second film. Just for what I understand, and I could be wrong, Three Ninjas was a surprise hit in 1992. Later on in 1992, they started making this film. But then that was released by Disney, Touchstone, something of that nature. And then I know another company got this. I don't know if it was finished and they didn't want to release it, so it was put on hold. And then when the other company got it, I don't know why they didn't release this. Maybe they saw the film and went, let's make another film, hopefully better, release that, and then we can release this afterward. Kind of like the Missing in Action thing, where they did Missing in Action 2 first, but they thought it was such a bad movie. No, let's release the second one first. So Missing in Action 2 became Missing in Action 1, and Missing in Action 1 became Missing in Action 2, the beginning. Although I like Missing in Action 2, the best of the Missing in Action films. But this, it does have the same three kids as the first film, which again was a bit weird. I didn't grow up with the sequels, so it didn't confuse me, but I would imagine it probably confused some fans because they see the second film, which is Kick Back in 94, and they went, wait a minute, okay, one kid's the same, but the other two, the older and younger, are different actors. Then this film comes out, wait a minute, what happened? They were able to get him back. No, not exactly. So it is the three kids from the first movie, and that was interesting. Just like I did not watch these sequels when I was a kid. I only saw the first one. So it was interesting to see these three kids together yet again. And I do think the kid who plays Colt seems like a fairly decent martial artist. There's quite a bit of fighting in this. But I don't know. I can't really say I was a big fan of this. Wasn't really a big fan of the previous one, but this one even less so. Maybe a rant or mild rant. I don't know. For one thing, I just didn't care about the story. Really, Matt, the story in this. But even, yeah. I mean, pretty much they're protecting a Native American village from a toxic waste company. And just something about the plot of the film. For some reason, it looks cheaper. It looks like a much cheaper movie. Yeah, fart jokes. Yeah, loony sound effects, which I don't know if there were those sound effects in Kickback. I don't remember, but if not, I noticed the sound effects in this a lot more. The loony sound effects, which there's some in the first Three Ninjas, but if you watch the international cut, which is on YouTube, they took a lot of that out. Not all, but a lot of it. Here you did a lot of it. So you did a lot of the loony sound effects and more of the tears going, yeah, hiya, hiya, after every single fucking punch, which is, they did that in all the movies. And you have some recognizable actors. You have Patrick Kilpatrick as one of the goons. He was the bad guy, the Sandman in Jean-Claude Van Damme's Death Warrant. Charles Napier, Murdoch from Rambo for Split Part 2. He's our main bad guy. Don Shames, who played Michael Myers in Halloween 5. He's here as one of our Native American locals who is the father of this girl that the Three Ninjas befriend. And yet again, I find it weird that only in the first movie they have the mask, but never again. I just something about the plot. Anytime I saw the toxic waste stuff, it just made me go want to watch Men at Work with Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen. Maybe because of the plot seemed like something I would see out of, I don't know, an episode of Hey Dude or something. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. It seemed like an episode of a TV show and not a movie. I know that doesn't make sense. But the music sucked too. I hated the shitty country music, and at one point they're an honorary member of the tribe. They're each given a feather. And there's a point where they're fucking dancing, but the dance kick fighting. And I went, was this them trying to do the ninja rap in Ninja Turtles 2? Because I remember, this might be released in 95, but this stuff might have been filmed in 1992, later that year. And what came out the year before? 1991's Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze with ninja rap. So I'm like, is this them trying to copy that, where they're dancing and kicking dancing to some song with the other Native Americans? I don't know, the fights just seem a bit goofier compared to the first two, where is more of those loony sound effects. A guy lands on a cactus. Then they're dealing with bikers. At one time, almost forgot about this. The older and younger brother, they're fighting these guys, and the jukebox keeps changing the music, and it changes to this tango type of music, and the younger and older brother, Rocky and Tum Tum, start dancing the fucking tango. One, I thought that was weird because they're both brothers. Two brothers dancing the tango, I think, is a bit weird. Number two, you're dancing the fucking tango while fighting bad guys. I mean, come on. Yes, there's goofy stuff in Home Alone, but they're doing the Home Alone stuff as they're trying to survive. Here, it's like, really? You're just doing this? Or you don't kiss each other too? That'd be a different movie that I don't want to see. It did seem as if they agree with me that Colt seemed like the better martial artist because he seems to get more of the martial arts spots. It almost seems as if most of the martial arts are done by Colt. Was it Max Elliott Slade? I forget the actor's name. And I was fine with him and his bits of martial arts. But some of the fighting just seemed like just dragged on and on. There's one point early on where they use their nunchucks, then they immediately throw them to the ground. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you throwing away the nunchucks? I didn't care about the story, about the toxic waste, and it seemed as if there was barely a story. It seemed like there was enough story, I swear, for a 30-minute episode of a TV show. But then it just got stretched to an 80, 90-minute movie. And like I said, the plot, seemed like a lot of filler, the shitty music, for the two brothers dancing goddamn tango. Literally by the end, I'm just sitting there going, is this over yet? I was just spacing out because I was getting that bored. Maybe there's only so much you can watch little kids beating up adults. I don't know. Maybe it's just... Even the first film, I got a little bit into the Home Alone type of fun, and then the fights didn't stretch on too long. And then the previous one kicked back, at least the Japan location, gave it a little bit of a different vibe, and they had this Asian girl that I didn't mind her. There's a girl here that's the daughter of Don Shane's character, but she doesn't do anything but get kidnapped. I just wasn't much of a fan of this. It didn't do much for me. Don't get me wrong, it's not nearly as bad as Pocket Ninjas, or the next one. But let me put it this way: if okay, I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm saying if it was the case where studio bought the rights and had this film, and they watched it, I could see them knowing, okay, this guy who plays Colt, he's a pretty good martial artist, so let's give him more of a central focus compared to the other two. Also, I'm not sure about this. Let's see if we can make it better. And I do think the previous film is better than this. If you like the first two, you give it a watch. There's much worse movies out there. Other than, I don't mind the kid who plays Colt and some of the fight scenes he has. That's really all I got out of this. Anyway, that's just me. But thanks for watching. Take care. We will see you in the next video. Later.